3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
First offering as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1. Popped him up. Freed in foul ground. 1 down. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. And there's a base hit on the line.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Hoskins, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Number 17 for him on the season, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Adley Rutschman, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Still only 1 out in the inning. Fouled off. The next 3-2. And that's low, ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now into the box, Adley Rutschman looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Something's clearly out of sorts with his delivery right now. Just walked the guy, and that pitch wasn't even within sniffing distance of the zone. Really fighting himself right now.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now. And stepping in, Aaron Savali struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Braves lead this one 3-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Josh Donaldson. Now here it comes. A ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ben Ruda. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
The pitcher, number 54, Max Fried.
Into the box, Max Fried. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 4-2. So he's clearly been scuffling out there, really unable to find a rhythm.
Yeah, Matt, I think his only hope is to try to get out of this 4th inning and maybe try to regroup for the 5th. But this is 8 hits he's given up already, so he might even have trouble doing that.
So up steps Ozzie Albies, and that's in there, base hit.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Acuna digs in now. No balls and a strike to count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a line drive. That's in there, base hit. Simmons is on his way home. The tag, and he's safe as they push their lead to 3 now.
And he seems to be in a little bit of a funk as of late. Not sure if it's mechanical or psychological, but something is definitely off. Gave up 5 runs last time out and 5 more here. Not the kind of consistency you're looking for from a starting pitcher.
In now, Marcell Ozuna. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And the Braves just have it working, as this is going to be good for extra bases. And a relay home. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. So 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. The Braves on top, 6-2. At the plate now, Willie Castro.
The second baseman.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Swing and a line drive to left. Ozuna is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Joaquin Diaz. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0. Strike 2, good curveball on the inside black. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Joaquin Diaz becomes the second out here in inning number 5. So here's Francisco Lindor now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Bryce Harper. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. From the stretch.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Lindor leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Here comes the 1-2. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Striding in is Travis d'Arnaud. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Clayton Kershaw, the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Now here's the first offering. Dansby Swanson is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
Standing in now, Josh Donaldson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Into the corner and slicing foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Popped him up. Baez is there for it. And the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. Another try at 2-2. So a full count now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
The shift will be of little importance here as this is lifted in the air out to left field. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away.
The left fielder.
Ready to take his hacks again. Kyle Tucker lasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about anytime soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
2 balls and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
A strike, and it's 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Chris Martin enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Javier Baez will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. He's set, and the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Two and 0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
And whoa, there's a swing he'd like back. It's 2-1 now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Skied into straightaway right. Ruda is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Now at the plate, Adley Rutschman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. From the stretch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Tucker, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled away. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Line, but speared on a hop. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So now here is Ben Ruda, popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate.
The right fielder.
First pitch on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
The pitcher, number 55. Rick.
Hanser Alberto will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Now the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. And it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag. But he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that.
Now the 2-0 home.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. Reined in. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Hit on the ground to third. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
Digging in next, Ozzie Albies. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. He's a .333 hitter. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. 1